Today, we're going to unveil a powerful coping system for you when there's negative emotions cloud your judgment, when you're a lack of the mental clarity because all these feelings like anger, jealousy are disturbing your peace of mind. So today's topic, I got inspired by this famous book called The Things You Can Only See When You Slow Down, written by Sunim. So this system works for me when I get angry, and I believe this system is designed to help you to navigate through those feelings like angry, being threatened, jealousy, not fitting in, to ensure that you're not left alone when you feel overwhelmed or directionless. So that we can all have those negativity work towards your way, take advantage of it, and let it work for you, not against you. So when we sense a negative emotion going on internally, usually the first impulse or intuition is to control it. So we do not feel defeated, overwhelmed, or threatened by it. So whenever we get a chance, we will love it if we can get rid of it immediately. I would say this is probably why people use such expressions like managing anger or overcoming the hatred instead of trying to co-live or coexisting, befriending your emotion. So I would say whenever you have anything negative, when you feel stressed out, be aware of your stress. So when we are irritated, be aware of your irritation. When you're angry, be aware of your angry. Why would you need to be aware of that? Well, the good news is that as long as you're aware of these emotions, the question is already halfway there. So now it comes to how do you become more aware of it and how to actually sit down and observe what's going on. I would say the awareness of our own feelings would indicate that we are mindful enough to notice the negative state of our own mind, which is not an easy thing to do at all. I would say for the most part, most people are completely absorbed in their emotions. They're so overwhelmed, they're so stressed, so they will have very limited awareness of themselves. So as a natural free therapist, I'm a INFJ and BTI. So the most question I got asked is, how do I deal with strong negative emotions such as hatred, jealousy, stress and anger? So let me tell you the wrong way to handle it. So I know everybody wants to control this negative feeling, but the more you want to control it, the more it becomes agitated and resurfaces. Even if we control it, we may end up just merely suppressing it, only to re-emerge somewhere else later. So in my own experience, I think it is a great way to observe your own feelings. Observing means you're not avoiding it. You're actually staring right into it. Rather than getting caught in emotion without any self-awareness, you're inquiring and feeling what is in there. Overwhelm is just a word. Maybe you can just refer to this book, The Atlas of Heart, and ask yourself, what negativity do I feel in there? Do I feel despair, hopelessness, sadness, grief? Do I feel like sarcasm, irony? Do I feel like pity, lack of boundary, lack of self-compassion, perfectionism, guilt, embarrassment, or what is it? As long as you can better define, your problem is already halfway resolved. So as you get better at it, you realize that the negative emotion is not a fixed reality. It naturally emerges and retreats within a space of your awareness, as long as you just sit there and try to observe what exactly is going on. So once you realize what's going on, once you're awakened to this truth, you will not be swayed by the negative emotions, and you can regard them as a passing cloud instead of something that's stuck in your mind that does not go away. I would say try to observe it and try to describe how does anger do to your body, to your heated head. Maybe you can even feel that your blood pressure is going up because you feel angry or something. You can just do a body scan, ask your body how you feel about it, and ask yourself, why are you so worked up about it? And why would you react in this way? Is it because a past experience? Is it because you have some very negative associated with the past memories whatsoever? Let me actually give you a quick example of how I felt this morning. So this morning was a great sunny Sunday. I'm supposed to rest and do a little bit of work today. I chose to play a game of League of Legends with my teammate, which is my husband. And we lost the game, we pretty much threw the game. And then I feel like there was a huge cloud of anger, about me. And as I sit on my beanbag, I just thought about, right now is a perfect opportunity for me to practice, the self-observation, to feel, how do I feel about this? Do I feel threatened? Do I feel angry? And I realize I feel like, oh, today is such a good day. And I realize I felt it this way because I have such a high expectation of a sunny, spring-like Sunday. It did not start like the perfect way how we won the game. And I sort of associated my husband, like, I kind of blame my husband of not like playing this game seriously enough. He was just too busy having fun instead of, pushing the towers and going towards objectives. I felt like he was not making enough effort in his teamwork towards the end of this game. So that associated with the past memories. So he wasn't really doing enough, chores around the house. It was simply me doing all this housework around the house just to keep this household clean and whatsoever. So all these negative emotions and memories just come to my mind and make my mind and my gut feel like it's heated up, right? Along the way, when I observe this, I sort of realize how ridiculous it sounds like. I hate to describe myself as princess, but other than princess, I cannot really find a better word to describe this level of overaction, okay? So along the way, while I observe it, I feel like it's funny enough to like crack me up, and I feel like, oh, if I keep this emotion going on, it leads to nowhere good. I need to find a way to work on it, and I need to find a way to rewire my brain into something more positive and make me feel more happy. So my beautiful Sunday is not going to be wasted by this just, defeat of this game, right? So as soon as I feel that way, I feel like my heart opens up. I felt like more curious about, what am I going to do later in the days, what food I'm going to taste, and am I going to make a hot chocolate latte, or I'm just going to make like a coffee latte. As I bring my heart more open, I become more relieved. My body temperature was lower, and I felt like I got more curious. So next time when you get angry, first be aware that you are angry, and then observe your feelings and ask yourself, where do I get this feeling from? Get curious about your own emotions and try to rewire your brain whenever a negative stuff comes up. Try to dig deeper into it, and sooner or later, I think you'll find a way to befriend with your own emotions, no matter it's positive or it's negative.